By fall next morning, King George and Thomas were waking up. Today I'll be work here. And then I'll be really useful. You know being really useful, Thomas. Since we thought, I like the Pull Express at the bulletin. Just like as British Mainlands. Hey, what's that over there? That's the farmer supplies. They need to take to delivering. Maybe I can do it. Thomas, are you sure you need help? No thanks. I will do it myself. Thomas, remember, this flatbed and train are very heavy. Don't worry. I can manage. I could pull myself. As Thomas was puffing through the countryside, anything happened at once. Cinders and ashes! No one was hurt, but Thomas came off the tracks and skidded into the field. I shouldn't listen to King George. And now I'm very silly engine. Diesel's passengers went for help. As King George arrived, he see Thomas at the field. Thomas, what happened? I went over to the points and I came off the rails. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't listen to you. Don't worry, I will get the breakdown crane. Thomas feels sadder than ever. Meanwhile, BT Boomer and Corny was discovering in China shipping. There's something inside with it. He looked expected. Inside a BT Boomer on his voice on the container. Oh, wow. Crates. dynamite, anything. Corny was confused. This crate up a container is looking for. Is it a kind of development or something? No, it's a detonation. I thought about that. Look, we had the plan. If we using it, that we might destroy the steamies. Ooh, yes, that's a good plan. We had to go to Sodor first, Corny, and pick up a lot of materials, and then we'll be prepared for destroyed. Ha 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 ha. That night on Sodor, Percy was carrying the mail, and he had to give in the fright. Wow! Oh, I just saw the diesel last night. All the engines were shocked. They went face as pale as white as a ghost. Diesel? Said Gordon the scared. Tell me about it, said James. Percy told the story. I just saw him on the tracks when I pulled the mail train. I almost caused an accident. But lucky I have. I don't know where they're coming from, Ed. Alright, that's enough, Percy. Your stories are true. But I know that Diesel's coming from. Sir, if Thomas and King George were in trouble, what are we gonna do? How we they taken over by the railway and the mainland? We'll steal the truth enough, Percy. Now, I will try to go find in the mainland. At least something happened to him. I don't know who they are. Meanwhile, on the mainland, Thomas was still worried. He think about his accident, which he's caused earlier. You know, Thomas, you will decide in something. We will pull the special ones and equipment tomorrow, and you will return to Sodor. Thomas, feeling upset, he didn't remember what had the time the Diesel's chasing. I must. Thomas, are you alright? Yes, well, I have a bit of problem for this. This Diesel could take over for me, and I'll be destroyed. I'll be useless. Useful engine. Nonsense, Thomas. You are a really useful engine. That's what they do. You can't just start thinking about Diesel. As I always remember the time when I just went to the quarry. Don't worry, Thomas. Don't feeling down. We will go out just like last time. This time we had a doubleheader, which we could pull our own train. Likely some reasons about it. I was trying to be a doubleheader together, but I can't. I had to pull the one train on my own. That's just a half of it. Oh, when I was a time when I, Percy, and Doug were triple-headed together for pulling coaches for Gordon. And I also remember when it's a time in Australia Me, Percy, we're heading together by the coaches. That's what a doubleheader are for. I never feeling down, but we will try it. So it wasn't promoted you when Sir Topper had give you a branch line a long time ago. Right? Right. It was a back in time when Henry had the accident when he going to the mainland. Oh dear. So he had to send him to repair it. By now, Henry has some trouble with his system. He wouldn't go to the mainland. Went by just then. It was the most important, really useful engine, Thomas. Likely all those people always saying. If we all the engines couldn't know the promotive of the British and England could provide it. But it's not easy about that. So, well, it's getting late. Well, we taken it too long, isn't it? Well, Thomas and King George were planning about it and to see what they escaping for. But something happened. Diesel and BT Boom were already planned for revenges, just like Diesel 10 last time. But unless then, can Thomas and King George will get on their time? Find out just whenever they see